It's Wednesday, it's puck time. I'm the Prez and my bold-headed friend. Listen! Carmine Bianco with us. Both of us found at wagertalk.com. Both of us ready to slay the NHL playoffs. 5 games tonight. We're going to take them all apart. But Carm, first and foremost, how the hell are you?
I'm doing great. It's a shame we couldn't get a hold of our boys from Sports Memo, but we'll soldier on and we'll get them on tomorrow.
Yeah, well, Andrew's away and put the kana at a wedding. I'm going to leave him be. And badass, well, MIA, but he is a badass. So, he might be pulling some kind of Mitch Rapp, Gray Man, Jason Bourne maneuver. So we'll just let him be. Carm, tell us what you're doing right now.
Okay, I'm actually at a good friend of mine. She owns one of Toronto's best spas. So I'm at the spa right now, just chatting with her, and I took an hour out. I took a few minutes out to talk to you, man. I'm pumped. First day of NHL. I come off a 5% win yesterday in Champions League soccer. I'm absolutely just motoring along, and we got hockey. How can you not love hockey? Playoff time.
You know what? So, it is so dramatic and so intense. Literally, from the minute the puck drops, there is nothing like the NHL playoffs. 16 games to crown the champ, and now we have an Alex Smith text. Holy shit! I am so sorry. I just woke up. When I hit snooze, I accidentally put my phone on silent. That was like nearly 3 hours ago. I'm just going to type, all good. Carm and I have it under control. Would you say we have it under control, Carm?
Yeah, we have it under control. We're probably going to get a few comments where they congratulate me on a good show. Just me.
Yeah. John Jr. John Jr. But you know what I'm starting to realize, Carm?
And Davey. I love that guy. He's awesome.
But you know what I'm starting to realize? It's just a given that I do a great job and have a great show. So when they compliment you and Alex and Andrew, I think they're singling you out because sometimes you have good shows and sometimes you don't. So the times you do, they want to point it out. Whereas with me, I always have a good show.
So basically what you're saying is you're the Michael Jordan and they're congratulating Scottie Pippen. And,
right. Steve Kerr for hitting a couple of threes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go with that.
Oh, I am. I am going with that. Carm, I got a 5-unit play up tonight in NHL. We know these are my highest rated plays. I will not have a ton of them. You get it at wagertalk.com. It's regularly $30. Use the promo code NHL15. That's NHL15. It's yours for $15. Carm, I want to tell everyone what's going on, and then we're going to take apart the first 5, all 5 games for today. So, big week. We started a new show today. It's called First Pitch. It's our baseball show. It's exactly the same type of format as Puck Time. I'm going to have a different guest on every day. We're going to take apart the baseball card top to bottom, but we're only going to do games that start at 7 o'clock or later. Today there's 9 games on after 7. Dave Koken came on the show, first one ever. We looked at all 9 of those games, although the last game is rained out. So we looked at 8 of those games. That's going to be on every single day. Puck Time with you, obviously. And we have Morning Joe today where we're going to look at a little bit of NBA tonight, last night of the season. I'll have Ralph and Tony on. And then tomorrow, 2 big shows tomorrow. Obviously, First Pitch and Puck Time. But we also have the NBA playoff preview show with Teddy and Marco on Morning Joe and the Pro. And I will be doing my Game of Thrones preview show. I have a very special guest on tomorrow, so make sure to tune in. And you, bald man, are not that special guest.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, you just let the people know the reason why I'm not allowed in this whole Game of Thrones preview is because I know who actually wins. I've actually bet on the winner at Pinnacle, and I would love to spoil it for everyone, but I know how much you guys enjoy the show, so I'm not going to let you guys know who wins Game of Thrones at the end. I won't even, but I am in a pool. The wife brought home this pool sheet from her work, and I filled it all in for her, and I told her to enjoy the money. She can keep it. It literally asks for how the deaths will occur, who turns into like a White Walker. I pretty much know everything, and I'm not going to spoil it. Not even in the comment section of this video. I'm just not going to give it away. But Kelly knows because she asked. So
Columbus coming into the play. I just want to move off this topic as fast as possible. Dude, Columbus has been...
I'm just going to blab it out.
Just shut up and let's talk hockey.
Okay, listen.
Okay, listen. I'm listening. And I'm calling out John Jr. and Davey. Never compliment me, you two. Just don't do it. And they'll comment today. Don't worry, Prez. I won't. Columbus playing the Lightning tonight, dude. Here's something interesting, and that is Columbus has been playing playoff hockey for about a month straight. They're coming in winning 7 of their last 8 games. Their only loss was to Boston. They're playing a Tampa Bay team who's really, even though they're winning games, and they won their last 2 against Toronto and Boston, this team hasn't really been playing any type of meaningful hockey in a month. So it's two different sides here. We've got a team, Columbus, who is playing at their best level, and Tampa Bay, who now needs to find another gear. Columbus is plus 215. The over and under is 6.5 here. And Carm, we spoke about this earlier, not on the show, but just between you and I, how if you're going to steal a game, you're going to steal game 1. I like Columbus value-wise in this spot at plus 215. Obviously, Tampa Bay is better. Obviously, the chances are more likely that Tampa Bay will win this game and this series. But I feel like Columbus is playing really well. They got a good goalie. Not as good as Vasilevsky, but one that can steal some games. I lean on the dog here, Carm. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I can't. I understand, and yes, I firmly believe that if a team's going to steal one on the road, it's usually game 1. It's been sort of a trend over the past few years. It's when it happens. There are other games on the card today where I can see that happening, but this isn't one of them. I think it's Tampa. They know they're coming in as the prohibitive favorites. Columbus, we talked about it in yesterday's show. Torts, in the dressing room is going to put that point across. Guys, we're underdogs. Guys, no one respects us. Everyone expects us to lose. He's literally going to play that card, try and literally, it's almost like that Rocky mentality of, eye of the tiger. Let's get out there. Let's prove them wrong. Tampa's going to have to play flat for Columbus to steal one. In Tampa,
if Tampa Bay does play flat, and they will play flat a few games in this playoffs, I think it's going to be tonight, and that's what I'm saying is that you're getting 2-1 on your money with Columbus, and if Tampa Bay comes out flat at any time in this series, I think it will be tonight. I do want to correct you, and that is when Torts gives his motivational speech, it won't exactly go like that. It'll go more like, we have to have the eye of the tiger. He's going to have a lot of at the end because he really is the Fonz incognito.
He could actually write the scores of the 2 visits by Columbus to Tampa on the chalkboard because they lost 8-2 and 4-0. So maybe he can put that up there. They've been outscored 12-2. So has he found the magic potion? Maybe he has. I'm not buying into it. For me, it's Tampa Bay, and even the puck line -1.5 plus 119. You have to figure a team who's losing, and even a team who's losing by a couple of goals, is going to pull that goalie. That's why the totals are kind of, you look at the totals. Look at this total. This is the one total on the card today that's at 6.5. Even though it's shaded a little bit to the under, it's 6.5 for a reason, because they expect Tampa to win something like 5-2,
5-2, 4-2,
game, right? So
yeah,
no, it's Tampa for me. I'm not going to try and reinvent the wheel today on this game.
Our next game up, my brother, is Pittsburgh on the road playing the New York Islanders. We spoke about this yesterday, and guys, make sure to listen to yesterday's show. Alex, myself, Andrew, and Carm. It's the NHL preview show, which we will do every single round. We take apart every single series, and this one was juicy. We all disagreed on this one. New York Islanders 48-27 on the season against Pittsburgh at 44-26. Pittsburgh is coming in zigzagging. Lost to Nashville, beat Carolina, lost to Detroit, beat Detroit, and lost to the Rangers. And I think this is important, Carm, because although that was the regular season, I can't count on Pittsburgh right now. Can I see them make a run? Of course, Malkin, Crosby, Matt Murray in net, great coach, well-balanced team, veteran team, team with rings. Easy to make an argument for Pittsburgh to go on a run. They've just been so inconsistent all year, and I struggle to put my money on them. But it's the same with the New York Islanders. This is a team, that loses to bad teams, keeps good teams off the scoreboard. We spoke about this yesterday. I like unders all the way in this series. Obviously, if it goes 6 games, 7 games, a couple of them will go over. But I do like the unders in this game. I feel like for the Islanders to win, they're going to need to keep teams under 2 goals. And it's the same for Pittsburgh. For Pittsburgh to win, they need to keep teams off the scoreboard. I like the under in this game, Carm.
Yeah, I agree. This is a series that, you ask 10 people, and I think 7 out of the 10 people are probably going to tell you Pittsburgh. But they're going to tell you Pittsburgh because,
right.
Anytime you have a team with a Crosby, a Malkin, they've got talent down on the line. But it's been a team that, at certain points this season, they were just a 500 type team. And, even looking at them sort of like they've kind of zigzagged over their last 5-6 games or whatever. And then you got the Islanders coming in, and the Islanders, a great defensive team this year, complete reversal from last year. But they also come in, and this is what I think kind of helps them in the series. They come in with a chip on their shoulder. They still have that chip on the shoulder of Tavares left us. He didn't think we were good enough. He went to the Leafs. They're going to try and prove teams wrong, and Pittsburgh, that they can win with defense. The total's at 5.5. I like the under here because I think these are the type of games, when you're talking about like a zigzag series, this is going to be one of them. I think where, Pittsburgh could win tonight, Islanders win game 2, and then it goes back to Pittsburgh, and the same kind of thing happens.
Yeah.
These are going to be 3-1, 3-2 type games. I just don't see them being high-scoring games. I could be wrong, but
the bottom line for the Islanders, and also for people who are betting the under, is the Islanders have to stay out of the penalty box. That's sort of where I think this game is going to change. Pittsburgh gets 4 power plays tonight. This game is not going to go under. But the Islanders are a very disciplined team, and they've got probably the best coach in hockey coaching them. And what an outstanding job he has done this year. I mean, this Islanders team does not have a superstar by any stretch, and their goalie is a sieve. Barry Trotz, kudos to him. What a great story it would be. Really quite unbelievable if somehow the Islanders can go on a run, face Washington next, with Barry Trotz as the coach. Washington did not give him an extension after winning last year, and then miraculously face the Leafs in the semis. That is likely not going to happen. But
especially the Leafs part. That's not going to happen.
I walked into that. Blues against Winnipeg, my friend. Blues are plus 105. Winnipeg minus anywhere from 120 to 125. The over and under here is 5.5, Carm. And, you look at this and you say to yourself, look, St. Louis is playing under. Other than, a couple of 7-goal games against Philly and Edmonton, this team struggles to score. They do not have balanced scoring. They're very one-line centric. They play great defense, and Binnington, outstanding. Carm, Binnington's goals against is 1.89. That is ludicrous. But they're playing against
He's from our neck of the woods, Richmond Hill.
Go Binnington! Winnipeg, though, this team can score. This team can score from every spot on the ice, every line. They have struggled. They've lost 5 of their last 7 games coming in, and they lost that second seed right at the end to Nashville. Carm, here's the bottom line for me. I like Winnipeg in this game, but I also like over the total. I know that St. Louis struggles to score, but I think they're going to have to score in this game. I think they're going to have to score in every game in this series if they want to beat Winnipeg. I can see Winnipeg averaging 3 goals a game in this series. So I like Winnipeg and I like the over. What do you think?
Yeah, I talked about on previous shows, Winnipeg literally limped into the playoffs. Does that mean that they're going to get knocked out by the Blues? Who's to say? They're in the playoffs now. That's the bottom line. It's how they pick it up from this point forward. The Blues went through that stretch. I said at the after the All-Star break to watch out for the Blues, and from January 1st till the end of the season, they had the most points in the NHL. I believe even more than Tampa Bay. They just played great hockey.
Very disciplined team.
Yeah, they went through that spurt where they won 13 in a row, and then to push them back into a playoff spot and to where they are now, where they finished second in their division. And then they went through that sort of stretch where they played 500 hockey, 4-4-2, so on and so forth. But look at it, they've picked it up over the last little while. Like I think they've gone it's looking here, 9-2 their last 11 games, with an overtime loss to the Blackhawks and a loss on the road to the Rangers. They've been playing great hockey. They've picked it up again. Whether they can carry that through this series with Winnipeg, I'm not really sure. But I do think they're going to win one of these 2 games. St. Louis tied at 1. So if they don't win tonight, I'll be on the Blues in Game 2, 100%.
He's Carmine Bianco. I'm the Prez. You can catch us at Wager Talk TV on our YouTube channel, as well as at wagertalk.com and sportsmemo.com. And I have a 5-unit play up tonight. It's $15 for all of you listeners. The promo code is NHL15. Carm, dog of the night. Look, I'm taking a flyer on Columbus, but I feel stronger about Dallas at plus 145. We spoke about this yesterday. I lean on Dallas to win the series. I think this team is a real tough team, and Nashville has to stay out of the penalty box. They do not want that front line on Dallas running around on a power play. Nashville's a really good team, a well-disciplined team, and a team with experience and deep runs in the last few years. Pekka Rinne is unbelievable, 2.42 goals against, but he's still not Ben Bishop. Ben Bishop, 1.98 goals against, right there with Binnington. Just ridiculous. But it's not only Bishop. Their defense on Dallas is outstanding. They keep teams down to 2 and change goals a game. And Nashville is not a high-scoring team. We see the lowest total on the board here at 5. I want to bet under 5 here, Carm. It's tough, though, because most of the games are going to end at 5. And I don't want to play this game to a push. I lean on Dallas, and I'm staying away from the total.
Yeah, low-scoring games for me in this series, I told you. But I just think the Preds are playing very good hockey right now. The Stars will be great when they get home. But on the road, they're just not the same team in my eyes. I like the Preds here. I'm going to keep it short on this one. I like the Preds, and I think there are going to be a lot of 3-1 type games as well, too, here.
And that's a good predicted score at 3-1. Dallas 19-18 away from home. Not a bad team away from home. Clearly not as good as they are at home. But don't sleep on the Stars. Last game of the night. And a game and a matchup we expected and we saw last year, and it was an exciting series. The Vegas Golden Knights against the Sharks. Matt Jones against Fleury, and Fleury is back, and he couldn't be back soon enough. Vegas is plus 105 tonight. San Jose minus 125. The over and under is 6, and 6 tastes low for me in regards to a San Jose game. This team is scoring, Carm. 5 against Colorado, which is tough to do. That was their last game, and this team is averaging, well over 3 goals a game right now. They've been lighting it up for the last 3 months, but I don't think they're fast enough to play against the Golden Knights. My issue, Carm, was I went to this game in the regular season. I went to Vegas, and I saw Vegas wallop the San Jose Sharks. And, maybe that's just in my head. Head-to-head matchup here. San Jose won 4-3 last time. It went to overtime. Vegas won 7-3. San Jose won 3-2. Vegas won 6-0. This is going 7, brother. Vegas is going to win one of these 2 games. I don't know which one. I'm just going to hand this whole game over to you.
Yeah, it's the same as the series, like the Pittsburgh New York game, probably the St. Louis Winnipeg game. There's going to be a lot. I think this is one of those series there's going to be a lot of zigging and zagging, unless one team completely lays an egg here. They're both going to win games. It's going at least 6 in this series. This is one of those games where we talked about where an away team has a shot of winning that game 1. And this is, you're getting probably you're getting a decent price. 112 right now on Vegas, plus 112 to win on the road in San Jose. I do believe the better play here is the total and the over. I think we're going to see goals in this series with these 2 teams. I know Vegas were completely different in the playoffs. It just seemed like almost every game was an under with Vegas. I don't have the actual numbers.
No, it was like that last year.
Yeah, there was just a ton of unders, completely different this year.
Well, they played a swarming defense. They played with 1 forechecker, 2 in the neutral zone to clog and slow the team down. They were taking very short shifts last year. The back checking was unbelievable. And I think we're going to see it again, Carm. I think this team is very, very fast, and I think they'll be able to get back. I do not see, and you watch tonight, I do not see a lot of odd man rushes from San Jose, especially with 1 forechecker for Vegas.
Yeah, it was one of those things last year. If you got behind against Vegas, you just weren't coming back.
Well, they were swarming you.
Their forechecking, their back checking, it was just unbelievable. Yeah. But I'm going with the over tonight in that game. I may take a shot on Vegas just because. And taking a shot with a couple away teams tonight, just because it's that game 1 mentality where if you're going to steal game 1. So, and like I said, with a team like the Blues and Jets, if the Blues don't get a win tonight, I'm coming back. I'm taking the Blues in game 2.
Well, and we're entering zigzag season, right? So, we expect some of these games, these series to go 7. And as a result, we're going to be zigzagging on our bets, just like the teams are going to be zigzagging as well. But be careful, everyone. Hockey playoffs start tonight. Go Leafs. Carm, I love you. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us. You're on again tomorrow with Alex. A couple of games on tap tomorrow we'll talk about, including the Leafs.
Go Bruins.
You're banned from that conversation. Be well, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow. Make sure to use my promo code NHL15, $15 for my 5-star. Make sure to check out First Pitch with Dave Koken. It's up now. And also Morning Joe with Tony and Ralph. And tomorrow, Game of Thrones preview show and the NBA playoff preview show. Carm, want to bet? I'll give you plus 180 that more people watch the NBA preview show than the Game of Thrones preview show.
Actually, I would like to say this. I've got 2 places up at Wager Talk tonight because you didn't mention it. Head over there because I'm going to kill it in the NHL playoffs.
Next time you mention it yourself, brother. Get a promo, give it out. Oh, and guys, Cup 99. You had a couple of people buy your NHL season. Yeah. Cup 99 for the entire NHL playoffs. It's only active until game time tonight. Carmine, me, Andrew, Alex at Sports Memo, Dave Koken, Buster, whoever you want in NHL, these coming playoffs, $99. Use the promo code CUP99. Be well, my brother, and thanks for a great show.
All right, good luck.